Maeliabee, yeah, she walking down the street. Maeliabee, yeah, she on the TV screen. Maeliabee, yeah, she on TV. La la la.
Excuse me. That was a really, really great meal. And honestly, I'm about to go take a nap. You know, today was kind of like my rest day. But before I go take a nap, I wanted to let you guys know a few of the top things that are on my good list here and a few of the top things that are on my bad list here. Now, I'm not making this video to be rude. These are just my opinions based on what I have experienced. So here we go. All right, so I'm gonna start with the bad first. So, the first one that's on my list of bad things here that really just, it's strange to me. So the kissing noises that taxi drivers or pan drivers, even the people selling market on the road, like literally just to call your attention, they're like it's like they're calling a dog. And when I first came, I was like, what is that? And I realized that that's like how they get people, I guess they attract their customers, you should say, which is very like, again, strange and a little annoying to me because I was walking down the street one day trying to go home and there was a pan driver, which is the motorbike driver, and he's like to me and I'm just like, no. Like it just, and I know he's not doing it in a sexual way, but it's just like, something I have to get used to. So the next one is when people sit in a taxi, the taxi driver allows 4 people in a 3-seater in the back seat. So, I mean, can you imagine seeing 4 people in the back seat? And they even do it sometimes like in the front seat, they'll put 2 people in the front seat, like, which means more money for the amount of rides that the driver is getting, but it's just like, when I see that many people in the car, I'd be like, just close the door, y'all, just go. I'm not squeezing in there like that. Maybe that's the US in me, but I'm not squeezing in nobody's car. It's not that deep. I will wait for the next ride. Like, you feel me? Okay, so the next one is, so sometimes the ATMs run out of money, which like we've run into things like that in the US as well. But here it's very often just because like, I guess, you know, certain regulations or whatever, however they run their systems here, it's maybe a little slower. So it's like some days we have to wait a couple days before we can go back to the ATM and take money out, which is not, I mean, yeah, it can be problematic, but sometimes you need your money. And then some days it's just like, okay, well, I can wait because people here are not like the people in the US where it's like, I need my money today, right now. Like, no, they'll give you like a day or 2, even a week to, you know, pay your fee, whatever it is that you have to pay. So the last one is sometimes people have a hard time communicating and have critical thinking skills. So this one is a major one to me. And you know, I get it. This country is a country that has seen war that has really destroyed the country. And so with the country being built up, with everything, you know, enhancing, getting better, it's like a lot of people's mindset is not all the way where it needs to be. So for an example, like when I first got here, it was like maybe the first week or second week. I went to this place called Oporto, and it's a restaurant. You can go pick up your food or whatever. And my daughter was with me. She was like, "Oh, mommy, I want a burger and fries and stuff." So I wanted to really show her like what the burger and fries here is like and all that. So we ended up going to Oporto, And when we got there, we told the security that was standing outside that we weren't staying long, we're just picking up food, and we didn't want anybody to park behind us. And he was like, okay, it's fine. We'll tell them not to park behind you. So as we go into the restaurant, we're waiting for the food so that we can get it and get back in the car and go home. All of a sudden, somebody, I guess, parked behind us, but not only did they park behind us, they like bumped the back of my car, and then like the alarm started going off. But I didn't realize that was my car because the driver that was with me, I sent him to go see like if that was, and in fact it was our car. Anyway, so we got our food, we're going into the car now. There's definitely somebody parked behind us. So I'm asking the security guard, I'm like, yeah, so we're trying to leave now and there's somebody parked behind us. What's going on? Like, can you find the person who parked behind us so we can go? And they're like, okay, yeah, we'll help you. And then they just start walking around and they're not doing anything. They're just looking around. And, I wasn't trying to be that customer because in the US, if you do something like that, it's going to be a fight. So I'm sitting there patiently holding my nerves and literally they're not doing anything. So the driver goes up to the security and he's like, well, can you maybe call the license plate out so that people, whoever's car it is, they can come and get the car and move it. And he's like, oh, he can't do that. Like, I don't know what was going on. And from what looked like the store manager, I think he was asking the security guard, like, oh, what are they saying? And the security guard's like, oh, nothing. It's fine. I guess like they're scared of losing their job or something like that. And it's just like, all you have to do is find a solution to the problem. So I took it into my own hands. At that point, I was tired. I had been sitting there for 20 minutes. And I went up to the security guard. I said, look, you told us that you wasn't going to let anybody park behind us. And somebody is parked behind us. So find the person. And as I was cussing. Find the person. So as I'm yelling and stuff at the man, the person who parked behind my car was like, oh, that's my car. I'm gladly to move it. He was glad to move the car. So it was just about finding the solution. There's a lot of people here that just don't get it or they don't understand that part of their job, customer service, or just in real life situations. So yeah, that's a major one for me because the communication, the critical skills thinking is a must. If we're going to rebuild the country, we need to rebuild the country on a clear basis, on, in a certain way where we're all working together and we're all finding solutions to make life better for us in this country. Okay, so for the good things. All right, so the good thing. So the first one on my list is wherever you go in this country, people speak to you. So it's not like how in the United States where if you're walking past somebody or you're coming into a room and you see people there and you just don't speak. So, we don't do that here. Basically, if I'm getting in a taxi and there's other people in the taxi, people will automatically say, oh, hello, how you doing? And, just to keep small talk and stuff like that, which I think is so lovely because people really have good hearts. Like, people are very friendly here, and I really love that. So for me, because I've spent most of my life in America, the Liberian people in America now, it's a different ball game. So like growing up, me and my sisters will always be like, oh, I don't really have many Liberian friends because like most of them kind of look like they're looking down on us, or they are like pushing their nose up, or there's just some type of like disconnect. I don't know. And so that's what I've always experienced in the US, but coming here, I don't get that at all. Everyone here is nice. Nobody looks at you with a snooty look. Nobody's too proud to talk to you or too proud to, hang out and stuff like that, which I love. All right, so the next one. So the food here is organic and not grown with chemically induced ingredients. This is a big one for me because it took me so long to lose weight when I was in the US. Now that I'm here, I literally feel like really good. I don't have my stomach just hanging over and feeling bloated all the time. I feel that I'm able to lose weight faster. So yeah, the only thing that might have chemicals in them are the packaged foods and canned goods and stuff like that, which most of them are imported. So I understand that aspect. But as for the fruits and vegetables that are grown, like the cucumber, the pineapple, the watermelon, the limes that are grown, the plums or mangoes, as you guys would call it in the US, everything is just grown completely organic. And I really love that for us. Like, wow. So the next thing on my list is Liberia is sweet. That's a very popular saying here. So when I say Liberia is sweet, like meaning you can literally enjoy like living your life. You can do whatever you want to do here as long as you have money. So good food is not hard to find here at a reasonable price. Literally, this thing I was just eating, I paid $2.50, which is 500 LD. Fed. This kind of thing would be like $20 in US just for this. So I'm definitely enjoying like more affordable, reasonable prices to eat and be full. Like my stomach is full right now. I'm, satisfied. And so also when I say Liberia is sweet, I mean the beaches are extraordinary. The beaches are beautiful. And, sometimes I just go there just to watch the water and just kind of like have a meditative moment and just breathe in and, do my breathing exercises and just enjoy, man. Liberia is a beautiful place to be. Hence, that's why Michael Jackson wrote the song about Liberian girls. Okay, anyway. So the last one is almost everybody lives where there's a coconut tree on their land or next to their house. So all they have to do is find a way to get the coconut down, and basically it's straight from God to man, as I've also heard here. So as you can see, where I live, there is a coconut tree right here. So all I have to do is go downstairs to the side of this house, and I can maybe ask someone to get the coconut down, and I'll be drinking coconut juice. So yeah, those are my good and bad, or as I should say, those are the pros and cons that I see that I have experienced here. So if you could agree or resonate with this video and anything I said in it, please drop a comment down below, like, comment, and share. Subscribe as well, and I will see you in the next video. Remember, stay blessed and be free.